It's almost time to cut the hair before I wind up with a mullet. Hello, welcome back to Writer Sanctuary. Today we're going to be talking about client care. As a freelance writer, clients are going to be your bread and butter. They're the ones that are going to be handing you all the work. They're the ones you have to appease. And although this should be pretty obvious to most people, a lot of writers I've met don't really have that mindset when dealing with clients, which is kind of stupid really when you think about it. The first thing I want to point out is being professional. This includes approaching clients with respect, and when they become belligerent, you don't. Because a negative experience from a client is surely going to spread. Now, one client can easily go to other people in their network and tell others how bad of an experience they had with you. In reality, being a professional is what helped me reach more than 7,000 articles written since 2012. Most of them for clients on TextBroker. It's one of the reasons why managed teams on TextBroker constantly send me invites almost on a daily basis. And it all starts with having a professional attitude. The second thing I want to point out is being understanding. Not all clients are going to have your background in writing, or SEO for that matter, if that's your cup of tea. What they think of as good content may actually suck. Now it's your job to gently point out that it could go a different way and be better for the client, but you don't force it. Always be understanding about their position. Another point of that is understanding that not every client is going to speak your native language. I've had orders come in from all over the world, and not everybody was English speaking. So you have to kind of play translator when you deal with somebody from way across seas, and try to understand what they want without them getting frustrated over it. Because you never know. You treat a client right and they might wind up giving you order after order every day, which has happened to me several times. Because I am so easy to work with, at one point I had a client for a year and a half send me 5 orders a day, direct orders, in TextBroker. And considering that it took me less than 2 hours to do all 5, I was actually making quite a bit of money. But they decided they wanted to do an in-house writer, which happens. But that's okay, because I have so many clients and teams that I belong to, it doesn't really matter. The third thing I want to point out is extremely important, and that's giving the client exactly what he or she wants. I've seen way too many writers try to push a narrative or try to make a client go a certain way with content, and it winds up backfiring. Instead of giving a client that winds up handing them order after order every day, they screw themselves by being abusive and rude about it. The writers, not the clients. Even if it's something completely asinine, always give them what they want. I've had clients constantly send me orders out where they want like 30 of one keyword inside of a 300-word article. So like every 10 words is their keyword. From a search engine optimization standpoint, that doesn't fly. But that's what they want. Now what you do is you can send them a message saying, this is a better way to do this. I'm still going to do it this way, but this is probably better for SEO. Sometimes they'll go ahead and let you do it, but you don't force it. If they want a 1,000-word article with nothing but 1,000 keywords in it, that's what you write. That's what they'll pay you for. And if you do a good job, they wind up coming back for more. But never assume. Always ask. Another tip for dealing with clients is always offer clear and concise communication. Communication is vital if you want to keep your clients. You can't go around treating people like shit. It's just not going to happen. You might get one order out of it. But if you approach your clients with respect and are open with communications, clear, and describe any problems you have, a lot of them will work with you, and because you do that, they'll come back for more. I can't guarantee all clients will, but most of the ones I worked with do. Another good way to manage your clients is always send a follow-up message. After you're done writing their article, thank them for the opportunity, and lay down the groundwork for future articles. Like if you ever need any more help, contact me, stuff like that. You don't want to blow smoke up somebody's ass. Giving them that reminder that you're available, and if they like your work, good chance they'll come back. I can't tell you the amount of money I've made just from those kind of messages. Something else you might want to try is in a couple months down the road, if you haven't heard from this client, send them a follow-up message. Ask them if everything's okay, and I hope the content you created for them is doing good for them, and that you're free if they need any more work. You don't want to get annoying with it though. There is such a thing as sending way too many messages to a single client. Eventually they'll start getting pissed off and put you on a blacklist. Don't be annoying, but send them the follow-up. This last point I shouldn't even have to make, but I've seen a lot of writers do this, and it's asinine beyond belief, and I wish I could just smack the people who do this. And that's when you get a client and you hold the rest of their work hostage unless the client gives you a 5-star rating on a system or increases your pay. Now this is bullshit. You agreed to write for a certain amount of money, you agreed to fulfill an order. You can't hold their content hostage just because you want a glowing review on Fiverr. Something like this happened to my current retaining client. She was trying to find somebody who could write as good as I do to fill her team, and she couldn't. Most of the people she came across were douchebags. They treated her like crap. One of the biggest reasons why you don't do stuff like that is because there are millions and millions of writers on the internet. The client will simply find somebody else. If you want to get continuous work, and some of them are extremely grateful and will pay a lot of money, you don't hold shit hostage. The client will simply go to somebody else. And in this case, she did. But anyway, never underestimate the value of your clients. If you treat a client with respect, he or she will open doors that you never even dreamed existed. And in some cases, you'll make far more money than you ever thought possible. But if you have any horrible client stories, leave them in the comments down below. But anyway, that's going to wrap this up for today. I'll see you next time.